Hello my friend, thank you very much for joining me in another video today. My name is Ash and today we are taking another look through the crystal ball, and this time to have a look at what Roberto De Zerbi's Bayern Munich system just might look like in the game. We take his principles, his history and try to adapt that to this new system. We've already covered Graham Potter's Man United and Ruben Amorim's Liverpool as well, and today I thought, what about Roberto De Zerbi's Bayern Munich system? So with that being said, roll the intro and let's get stuck into it. So with regards to the shape and position changes to start the video off, it's more of a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1 I suppose, doesn't really matter. But we've got a few position changes here. First things first, Joshua Kimmich, I think he'd retain that kind of inverted fullback system here. We've seen him come recently in the Thomas Tuchel era out back to right back where he originally started in his professional career, and I think that's a good way to kind of set him into this system here. So we've got him as that inverted fullback. Davies we've pushed up to wing back as well to get him attacking. Now Pavlovic is the defensive midfielder and he's going to be the one who really rests on possession. He'll be that pivot. Goretzka on the other hand is going to push up slightly and be that central midfielder and that out-and-out box-to-box midfielder in this case. And after that we've got Musiala at cam, and then the two wingers. We've gone for Coman and Sane naturally. Now Gnabry would be a really good option as well. You can really go through whatever, but I think generally it doesn't matter too much. The biggest personnel change would be someone like Matthias de Ligt. I think he really suits the way De Zerbi plays. He's going to really conform to that kind of centre-back mentality where they're going to get their foot on the ball and they're going to try to invite the press. Upamecano and Kim Min-jae, I did really think and kind of stick or twist between these two. It's really a toss-up and you go for either or. Now from a tactical perspective, we are of course going to take his principles. We know he likes a relatively intense press. He likes a high block. He likes a progressive ball through the thirds of the field. So as a result, we've got pressure on heavy touch for his defensive style, and the team width is on 20, making it nice and compact. The block is going to be nice and high, up to 90 this time. You've got such speed in this defence that really you can get away with an even higher block. So it's even higher than the one that we covered in the Brighton system a few months ago on the channel. From an offensive point of view, we've got him on slow build-up, and then the chance creation is also on possession as well. It's a far more calculated way of building up in his systems. The width is on 10. It's going to be very, very compact, and you're going to get a lot of players coming into those central areas in order to show for the ball. There should be a lot of quick and short interchanges of possession. The players in the box is up to 7, giving you roughly 4 players in the box in crossing situations, and then corners and free kicks, both of these are going to be on 4. Next up, we've got the position changes and the player instructions though, but first of all, I want to say, if you haven't done so already, check out my Patreon because you can get access to lots of fantastic rewards and perks, such as exclusive tactics videos that you'll only find on Patreon, not on the YouTube channel, behind the scenes videos of my scouting career on top of scouting reports and lots of real players from around the world and around Europe as well. We've got Discord server access to the FC24 tactics package where you can see lots of rankings and ratings and a whole lot more. It's the best way to support the channel, and I want to say a huge thank you to all of the wonderful people who are continuing to support me and keep this channel alive. Back onto the player instructions though, starting off with Manuel Neuer. He's gone comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. The two centre-backs are going to be no changes required here, and then with Kimmich as that inverted fullback, we've got him on join the attack for his attacking runs, and then his run type is going to be inverted. Whereas with Davies over on the other side, it's important that he's on join the attack but then on overlap as well. One thing I should have mentioned also with Kimmich is that as that inverted fullback, you're going to want to make sure that he is positioned more inside. So basically get it as close as you can to the midfield before you can actually not change the position anymore, and that will recreate that inverted fullback very accurately. With Pavlovic as the defensive midfielder, he's going to stick to that lane orientated press, so we've got him on cut passing lanes and we've got him on stay back whilst attacking. His defensive position is cover wing, and in position freedom he's deep line playmaker. De Zerbi always likes that deeper playmaker who is going to roam around into the pockets and help to progress the ball from defence and go forward. Goretzka on the other hand as that kind of box-to-box midfielder. He's on balanced attacking support for his runs, and then his support on crosses is getting to the box for the cross. Drift wide for his position freedom. With Kimmich as that inverted fullback, you'll want some more support for Sane out on this right hand side to make sure that he's not isolated. And so with that being said, you can have him on drift wide, and then defensive position is cover wing. With Musiala as the cam, then he's on comeback on defence and then get into the box of the cross as well. Position freedom is drift wide. I think this is going to be something tailored to Musiala. We know he likes to come into those half channels and spaces. We like to drift out wide. That's how he operates, and he's very, very good at it. And I think something like this would really play into De Zerbi's way of playing on top of that. With Koeman over on the left, he's going to complement Davies, so in this case he's on comeback on defence, but he's on chance creation cut inside, so he's going to make room for Davies, who he's going to overlap often. Support runs is going to be on getting behind as he tries to penetrate the back line, and then support on crosses is getting to the box of the cross. Now Sane over on the other hand, he's a little bit different. Obviously with the inverted fullback on his side, you're going to want him creating more of the width. So in this case he's on comeback on defence, and his chance creation is stay wide, and this time he's going to really be hugging the touchline. Support runs is getting behind to get him penetrating the back line, and then his support on crosses is getting to the box of the cross. Now with Harry Kane, we've seen De Zerbi hasn't used an out-and-out false 9 generally. When he does have someone who's more, say like João Pedro for example up front, or when he's had Scamacca for example, they're not out-and-out false 9s, but they do drop off a little bit. This time with Kane, however, I think it's just so kind of built into his nature as a forward that he is going to relish that false 9 role within his system, and he's going to like that, and he's going to want that extra control and that technically minded striker. So we've got him on stay central through support runs, and his attacking runs is on false 9, and it's going to make room for the likes of Koeman, Sane, Musiala and Goretzka as well, all running in beyond him, and I think it's really going to play nicely into this system. Finally, his defence support is stay forward. So for any of you who do play with the tactic, let me know what you do think about this and how much fun you have with it or not. And also tell me know what you think about whether or not you think this would translate well to the Bayern Munich team. If there are any changes and tweaks that you would make, please let me know. With that being said, we're going to round it off there. Make sure to check out my Patreon if you haven't done so already. Lots of fantastic perks and rewards on there. And with that being said, until the next one, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.